Class?
Yes, yes.
Okay, we are going to get started with our next activity. I need you facing me. I need your bottom on the floor, crisscross applesauce, eyes on me. Thank you. All right, we are going to get started. We're going to do some math centers this morning, and that's a little bit different than what we've done before for math. I have already divided you into groups, and I will go ahead and write those off, and you will go to the tables that you are assigned. On each table, you're going to have directions for your center, so make sure that you're reading over your directions, okay? Raise your eyes on me. Make sure that you are reading over your directions, understanding what you're doing, okay? If you have any questions, raise your hand and I'll come help you, okay? Make sure you're reading that first. Okay, for the first group, for table 1, I want Maddie and Taylor K. Make sure that you're sitting across from each other so you can see me. Shelby and Lorenzo. Table 2, Aurora, Polinsky, and Mara. Justice and Lauren. Table 5, Braden, Simon, Alexander, and Jacob. Table 4, Emily, Braylon, and Ava. Taylor and Addie on the Promethean board. And Olivia and Aurora at the back table. All right. Make sure that you are reading over your directions before you begin. Okay, go ahead and begin.
Number 2. Place your at the bottom of the table. So like you have to put 2 cities on the bottom of the table. So we're going to pick 2 numbers. You go on your board. Not yet.
Yep, you're going to play with Lauren. Okay, so what are you going to do first?
We're going to put
Okay.
that would be me and Lauren, and then we have to put on the board.
Okay, and what are you going to do?
Okay, number 3. Layer 1. Add the numbers together.
Okay, very good. Now, when you're playing this, make sure that you're doing like what Aurora just did. Make sure that you're saying the sentence, okay?
Yeah. There would be like more than one
Yeah. So you're going to take the 2 bottom numbers and add them, but make sure that you're saying the sentence, okay? So this number added to this number is this number, okay?
Did you guys understand that?
All right, very good.
And then we are going to
One at a time, one at a time.
we're trying to get to 600. And then we're going to go past.
Okay.
And then we're going to subtract to get to 0. And
whoever gets to 0 first wins.
Okay, so you're going to roll and add up to 5,000, and then when you get there, you're going to subtract back down?
Yep.
Okay, very good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Need a 5.
I get 6 hits, right?
Okay, so if you get a 5, what will that be?
It'll be
Straight.
2,000
It'll be a
points.
straight and you get 2,000 points.
Very
He
good.
gets 5 chances because he needs 5. 5 chances.
Oh.
Close.
Come on.
One more.
Can I stop, Simon?
Okay, roll
You're not
it.
going to get anything.
All right, good job. Keep going.
No, it's split. It's pretty far enough. Wait, this one. 1, 2, 3.
I'm glad that you were able to figure out that there's 24 boxes and then cut that in half and then figure it out from there.
And then I can roll. And then Simon can win.
Very good, yeah, and that's helpful too. Very good. Keep going.
You need the 2.
You don't have anything to say for
Okay, so you're adding, but then you also have to figure out the strategy, right? To get in 4 in a row.
So we're going to do like the highest to the lowest.
Very good.
See how much you get to there.
Okay, very good. Good job.
Plus 9.
6, and you have one of them that wasn't the same. Would you do 3 rolls with it or only 2 since you already rolled all of them?
You would do 3.
Because Braylon was saying if you take all of them and roll them all together, that would count as one of the 3s.
Okay. Well, I would do your initial roll and see what you get. Pick out what you have, and then from there I would do 3 more after that. Okay. So what are you playing up to?
5,000.
Okay. And then what are you doing?
Subtracting.
Okay. Yep. Go up to 5,000 and then subtract back down. Yep. Very good. Very good.
2,000.
Good job.
And 2.
Okay, well, let's do it this time. Let's do the addition and then the next time we'll do the multiplication, okay? Yeah, let's do it that way first and then the next time we'll change it, okay? You move the chips over.
We just drew it because it's annoying just to sit there and move the chips. It's hard.
Okay, you just move your chips over into the boxes. Yeah, there you go. And then, so you would do 1/8 of 24. So how are you going to figure out 1/8 of 24? Oh,
That's mine.
okay. Okay, yep. So move those over there. And then when you roll again, then you're going to move the red ones. All right. Very good. Now how are you figuring out the fractions?
Well, last one was 1/4, and that was just split. The split in the middle.
Okay.
So it's 6.
Okay. Now, how many spaces are there on here? How many?
24.
24. Okay. So could you divide it with that pencil? Okay. And how would you divide it? How would that help you to divide?
On this one, well, we could divide it like this.
Okay. And how many are in the columns?
6.
Okay. So how many would that be?
24. When they're all together.
Okay. And then how could you cut it the other way? Could you do half?
Yeah.
How would you do half? It's okay. Just zoom back out.
I don't know how.
Just hit the.
And it.
Okay. How
did you do that?
I don't know. It wasn't me. It was the computer.
Get it to go. Alright, let's try it again.
Okay. Sorry, I wasted your time.
No, we're not like
Well, I mean, like,
that's what happens
Okay.
when you
Yeah.
have board games and then you play with technology.
yeah.
Alright. Put it back up and running.
Oh, that looks like fun. So is that kind of like it or what?
Yeah. You
It's
wanna
kind
do
of like
that
it? Sure.
Okay.
A board game instead, Olivia.
Good job.
Okay. You got two, again.
Class. How are you doing? Give me a thumbs up if you're doing good. Very good. Very good. Okay, keep going. We have a few more minutes. And then we're going to switch. Did you get it? Yeah. You got it? Okay. Very good. Oh, good. Good. Okay, so how are you writing these? Are you
Well, at the very end, we're just writing them right now. And at the very end, we're going to count our points by doing seeing which one is the highest number, and then we're adding the points. The last game, I got 5 and she got 3.
okay? But as far as the equation goes, are you writing it to make it a true statement?
Well, at the end, we're going to do that. Like, face them like.
Oh, okay. So you're just writing your numbers and then you're gonna flip them to which is greater and which is least. Okay. Good job. Keep going. Class? Yes. Let's keep the volume down, okay? Hey, you should be talking at a whisper. Your partner should be able to hear you, but no one else, okay?
I need a 3. I have 3 chances to get a 3.
You have how many chances?
Whatever number you get, he's in front of you.
Oh, you got it. Okay, so what does that mean if you get it straight?
You get 2,000 points, and I'm already at 5,000. Oh, now I'm at 4,000.
So he has to
So now I have 2,000.
That was a 0. He gets one more straight. He's had a straight so far.
I've had straight 600 times.
Yeah.
So if
Every
you get
point
one
he
more
has is
straight, then
He's done.
then you're done. Yep. Good job.
Jake, the only score that I've gotten is straights.
I know.
Oh, Jacob. Okay, you need a.
I'm going to take a 4 and a 6.
But yeah, you have 9 chances.
Okay, I need your attention. I need your voices off and your eyes on me. You should not have anything in your hands. Eyes on me. All right, good job. Okay, this is your stopping point. We need to go ahead and clean up, okay?
for the differentiated instruction assignment, I differentiated the lesson for individual students by putting them in groups with peers that are working at the same math levels. I did this because I didn't want to choose students that are working at lower levels with basic addition and subtraction and pair them with students that are working at a higher level, like a 6th grade level, because students that are working at lower levels of math, they wouldn't be at that point where they would understand what's going on, so it wouldn't benefit them at all to do that. And the same goes for the students working at a higher math level. I wouldn't want to bring them down to a lower level because I would still want to challenge them and have them improve in math. So the school that I'm student teaching at uses Orgo Stepping Stones to teach math. I use the information based on the student scores of assessments used for Stepping Stones. The lessons are taught on the Promethean board, and then the students use their workbook pages to be formally assessed to get an idea of which state standards the students have mastered and which ones they still need to work on. I also observe how the students are engaging and participating in lessons to evaluate student learning informally. I then paired the students with that information with other students that are working at similar levels in math, so each student is working at an appropriate pace and math level to meet their individual learning needs. There's a diversity of learning needs in this classroom, ranging from students that are struggling with basic addition and subtraction to students that are working at 5th grade level. And then we also have some students that attend middle school math classes. So there's diversity within the classroom of learning needs, and I made sure that all the students were working at a math center that would meet their individual learning needs. The activities given to each student were prescribed based on their learning needs and capabilities, and to also give them a challenge in order to help them improve with their math skills. This week, students took state assessments, and so there were some challenges that arose with that. I had pre-planned my lesson and made sure that I was prepared for the lesson, that I had all the supplies that I needed. And during state assessment time, I had part of the class, and then as the other students finished up with their assessments, they came in, and so I was short with some supplies because I did not anticipate having the entire class at that time. I had to be flexible and rearrange groups and supplies as needed, so all students were given the opportunity to actively engage. And then prior to the activity, I also had planned to have students work in groups of 3 to 4 students, but I changed my mind last minute to make sure that students had more time to engage and participate in the center. I wanted them to get as many turns as possible because I wanted them to engage and hopefully not have any negative classroom behavior because they weren't busy. So I decided to put students in groups in pairs instead. Another challenge that arose during instruction was the technical difficulties I experienced with one of my groups. One of the students pushed a button and it enlarged the screen, but I was able to fix it so they could continue to participate in the activity. And I know that that's something that happens when you use technology. There's always something that comes up, and so we have to figure a way to fix those problems so that the students can engage and learn during that time. Due to my experience with differentiated instruction, I will make sure to pair students with partners in the future rather than small groups, just to make sure that they're getting as much time as possible for the quality time and practice that they need during the lesson. I think students benefited from working with the groups and collaborating with their peers. I will also incorporate differentiated instruction in other subjects such as reading and science and history in the future to give students the opportunity to work with their peers.